Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. So yesterday I had an idea which I posted to the Apex Legends Reddit saying this. Does anyone else think that Pathfinder should be able to grab a downed teammate and grapple them to safety? The post received more than 5,300 upvotes and over 300 comments, and I wanted to pick out some of those comments and just talk about them, as a lot of you seem to have some really great ideas and feedback. Okay, starting off with Andelius saying, cool idea since he's a robot, plus his passive with the circle knowledge is a bit lackluster in my opinion and doesn't really sell him as being a support legend. For balance sake however, I think instead of him being able to grapple while carrying, he should be able to zipline while carrying a teammate. This would make his ult even stronger without making a new passive ability too game-breakingly useful. Okay, well firstly, thanks so much for the comment, man. It's great to hear your feedback. That's a really great suggestion. I think that his actual grapple itself is a little inconsistent sometimes, and it's got quite a short firing distance, so maybe my suggestion isn't that great. It might get, quite hard to be able to try to manage that sometimes. So I think the zipline is a really great idea. The zipline actually charges super quickly, so it's actually a really useful ult for being able to get around the map quickly. And if you were far away from your lifeline, for instance, then you could pick somebody up and then actually zipline directly to your lifeline. I think that would be really good. I think Respawn have done a really good job with the zipline in terms of where you're able to place it, and then just the actual fluidity of actually using the ult itself. Of course, I think there's going to have to be some balance in terms of his mobility maybe, so when he's carrying somebody then he's a lot slower, for instance, or perhaps he can't shoot at all, or perhaps he can only use one-handed weapons at the time. But no, I think it's a great suggestion. It would be interesting to see if Respawn even consider this as an idea going forward for Pathfinder. Okay, moving on to Derek J commenting, maybe let him grapple teammates and pull them to him. Okay, thanks so much for that suggestion, man. I actually think this one is a really good one. A lot of people learnt yesterday, including myself, that you can actually grapple enemies towards you and engage them. That's insane. That's like Roadhog from Overwatch. So why can't you do this with your teammates? His grappling distance is quite short, so it would encourage people to stick together, but maybe a slight increase to the grapple distance will help this. The only problem that I can see is that if any of you have actually played Overwatch like I just mentioned and played the character Roadhog, you will know how hard it is to get the hook aspect of this right. There would need to be a lot of testing, but I'm sure Respawn could nail it because they've nailed everything else so far. Okay, and lastly onto AS1776 in reply to me suggesting that his current abilities are targeted at more passive players. He has said, does consistently repositioning yourself and your team to exploit advantageous positions considered inoffensive in a first-person shooter right now? I could queue my way around enemies, let them be consistently on edge since they have to deal with a new angle every 10 seconds or so. I can Z myself or my teammates right on top of the building that enemies are hiding behind and be their biggest nuisance. Is this not offensive enough? Okay, thanks so much for the comment, man. That's an awesome one. I think you've really opened my eyes as to how Pathfinder can currently be played. I actually thought to myself, wow, he actually doesn't need any work. I suppose what I was suggesting is that Pathfinder is currently used more by passive teams to get early circle access so they know exactly where they need to be and can be safe until the final fight. And then they rely on their skills to basically try and eliminate the last enemy. I think my suggestion really is trying to get him to be a fully fledged support character. So you can still be aggressive if you want with him because that's how you use his current skill set. But what I'm suggesting is to add that other element of support to your wider team. I think a lot of people are still anchored by the camping aspect that PUBG encouraged, as it was such a ruthless game, and to a lesser extent Fortnite. So they don't see Pathfinder as a way to attack, but as a way to run away. Alright guys, that's it. So what do you guys think about Pathfinder? Personally, I can't believe how balanced this game is already, but I think that as a community we can influence the direction that these legends may go in, if any. I was blown away by the response that I got to the post. I think Apex has a fantastic community and I can't wait to have more discussions like this with you all. Let me know what you think in the comments below, leave a like if you liked the video, a dislike if you didn't, and subscribe for more. See you on the next one guys.